Hey there, I'm Pivot Rider Rob Drew out here at South Mountain with the man Chris Kokalis to finally get the reveal of the mythical creature I've been dreaming about for the last 3 years. Here it is, Firebird 29. So in the never-ending search for the better bike, this seems to be the next chapter.
Yeah, we always everybody asks me what my favorite bikes is, and I always say the next one.
The next bike, that's
So
true. You have
this
said
is
that to me.
This is the next one. So here we go.
Well, I am incredibly excited to ride this. Some of the changes and advancements that you guys have made with this thing are just blowing my mind. So if you want to run me through some of the details of this baby, I just can't wait to hear.
Yeah. With the new Firebird 29, we've got an interesting combination with the geometry. The reaches are longer than any bike that we've done in the past. A medium bike has a 455 millimeter reach measurement, but we've combined that with a 431 millimeter chainstay length. That's just under 17 inches, 16.97. And that combination gets you a bike that's able to pop over things, keep that liveliness, that playfulness, and then we also aid front end grip with a 44 millimeter offset fork. You get a bike that maintains that liveliness, that playfulness, that ability to manual over things, but it is insanely capable on the steepest of descents. This features the Fox 36 Grip 2 fork on the bike. Grip 2 fork has high speed and low speed compression damping, as well as high speed and low speed rebound damping. We've now added a new chip design to the bike as well that gives the ability to run a high or low BB. Combined with our extended headset cup, you can run 27.5, 27.5 plus, or 29-inch wheels up to 2.6 tires on the new Firebird. So we've got a few other really cool innovations on the bike. We've taken our clevis linkage design to a new level. We now call this the mini clevis. We've been able to shorten it up considerably. We've moved the linkage in front of the C-tube. This allows things to get more compact, lighter, burlier at the same time, and allows a little bit more protection from dirt and mud on the linkage design. Also shortening this up is better on the shock as well. We go to a metric length shock with great bushing overlap, and basically everything is designed to be able to take this bike to the top level of the EWS podium or park or wherever you want to take the bike. Some other things on the bike, you can see we've got all our integrated rubberized protection on the rear triangle. We've gone to our Super Boost Plus 157 rear spacing. That has allowed us to achieve this 431 millimeter chainstay length and be able to still use down to 168 millimeter Q factor cranks. But at the same time, we haven't given up in anything in terms of tire clearance. So this bike has some of the biggest, best tire clearance in the market. It's a combination that would be unachievable without the Super Boost Plus spacing.
So Chris, can you give us some details about the different build specs that will be available for this bike?
Yes, so we have 3 different levels of builds: team, pro, and race. The team builds are really the creme de la creme, come with Kashima, carbon bars, basically all the best stuff. We do that in both a Shimano level XTR and a SRAM level XX1 build. Those come with carbon wheels stock. From there we go to the pro build. Pro is really what we sell the most of. It gives you like all the bang for the buck. Still carbon bars, Kashima fork. We have an upgrade option to the carbon wheels, and really with an XO1 level, and then it's a XTR XT Pro mix. Gives you basically all the performance while saving you some money. The carbon wheels we're running on both the Pro upgrade option and on the team build are new Reynolds carbon 34 millimeter inner. This is actually the first bike that in the marketplace that these wheels are introduced on. We do a lot of custom work with Reynolds. Comes with Industry 9 hubs, and it's just a really killer wheel set. Very lightweight, very strong. Has a nice feel to it as well. When you get into the race level builds, we go to either a what we call an XO1 race, which is a mix of XO, SRAM XO1 and GX1 parts, and then you go to performance level suspension. So as I mentioned, the grip damper, DPX2 rear shock, and then in the Shimano build, it's our XT race, which is a mix of XT SLX brakes, partial XT drivetrain with a race face crank. Oh, all the builds come with Maxxis tires. We're running the Minion DHR2, DHF front, 2.4, 2.5. As I mentioned, the bike will take up to 2.6-inch tires as well in the 29-inch configuration. But these Minions give really the best balance of traction control without getting too heavy as well.
I'm a Minion fan.
They're great everywhere.
Yes, they are. So I see this one's got the cable port system, of course.
Yeah, just like all current pivot bikes, the pivot cable port system is a system we developed, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago that it's almost like a trapdoor type system. One screw holds it in place. There's a little locking lip on the side. It allows for bigger ports, makes it very easy to route the internal routing, but the other thing about it too is it locks down and tightens the cable. So after you route the cables, you can pull them tight, tighten them down, and you won't get any rattling inside the bike.
I was just going to say that little detail is so critical, because some people will put the bike together and not either push it or pull it to get tension in the cable, and suddenly you've got that thing dongling around inside
Yeah,
the
if you
frame.
pull the housing tight, or sometimes in the dropper, if you leave it a little too long, if you shove it all the way down so it's pushed up against something, then everything remains quiet and you don't get any rattles. Again, super easy to install. You combine that with all the rubberized protection on the bike, and the Firebird 29 is just a super quiet bike to ride as well. Everybody likes a quiet bike.
Oh yeah.